Hello, good afternoon. Sean Temmie here. I'm here to present my Solving a Business Problem report. So let's get right into it. So solving a business problem. Today we're going to take a look at a local business with an ongoing issue, and we're going to look for the source of their problem, and we're going to provide research on how the problem can be corrected. We're going to offer solutions and a call to action to help the business solve the problem. So my business that I decided to do a report on is called Play Hard Athletic Shoes. They opened in South Florida in 1996. They're family owned and operated. I know the owners very well. They're great people. They currently have stores in Davie, Florida, which is where the main store is, and they have a store in Fort Lauderdale. And they provide the community with all the best shoe brands, custom make jerseys, and sell sporting equipment. So let's take a look at their current situation. So Play Hard has been losing lots of revenue over the past 3 years, and we're going to see how we can fix that. Cost of running the business has begun to outweigh revenue, causing the store to be in the red. And we know all companies don't want to be in the red, they want to be in the black. That means they're profitable. So the owners will have to come to terms on whether or not they're going to keep the business going. And of course, I don't want to see the business go under, and I want to make sure I do everything I can in this report to offer a creative solution. So we got to take a quick look at the source of the problem. So one of the main problems is Play Hard Athletic Shoes does not have a way to make any online sales. And we know that selling stuff online is a big part of what's driving the economy today. Actually, if you take a look at one of these quotes I have here, one of the most profound behavioral changes in commerce has been a digital shift to online shopping. And that's from Forbes magazine. Also, another source of the problem here is they have lots of competition from big department stores and retailers in the area. They're in a pretty busy area with lots of competition from other similar businesses like Finish Line, like Foot Locker, Target, all of those types of companies that do have the same sort of product. And another thing I noticed is they have a lack of updated marketing strategy. They haven't been doing much to update that strategy. They've kind of just haven't really done much marketing at all. So we're going to take a look at how we can update those marketing strategies for them. And of course, recently we have the current COVID-19 pandemic, and that's just caused a huge drain on business in general, and retailers specifically have been hit very hard, like Play Hard. So let's take a look at some of their success factors. Today, we're going to ask 3 questions. The first one's going to be, what helps keep small retail business alive in today's economy? The next question is, how do small businesses stand out from big department store chains? And the final question is, we're going to take a look and ask, what made Play Hard successful in the past? So number 1, what keeps small business alive? So a way for small business to stay alive is to keep up with the current trends of consumers and their shopping preferences. So as I mentioned before, a lot of consumers are going to the digital shopping platform, and that's something that Play Hard does not offer. And that's something that they need to implement if they're going to be successful with the changing situation. So another fun fact here is actually how COVID-19 has impacted Play Hard shoes. And so this is a quote again from Forbes magazine. Foot traffic to U.S. retail stores, fell 58.4% by the end of March, according to ShopperTrack. And that article is from Goldberg, which is from Forbes magazine. So as you can see, even before the lockdowns hit, we had a huge decline in people going to retail stores. So that's why it's so important for Play Hard to make sure that they are keeping up with the trends of consumers and their shopping preferences. So how can small business compete with big business? So there's actually 3 different ways that I've discovered through my research. And number 1 is to use technology as an advantage. So they want to be using technology to, market their business, like using Facebook, using any sort of technology, email, anything that can be an advantage to them, any way that they can get their brand in the hands of more people by using technology. Technology is probably the biggest asset in the business world today, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Technology is always evolving, So learning how we can use it as an advantage is going to be key moving forward as a business. And the second thing is to offer the personal touch. Small business has been able to stay around and relevant because they offer the personal touch, which big businesses and big corporate stores aren't able to do, because they have such a big corporation. There's no direct owner to customer relationship. What Play Hard's able to do is, or has the ability to do, is offer that direct one-on-one personal touch, from the business owner directly to the consumer. And that's what's going to keep people coming back, to Play Hard, is that personal touch that they know and love that they won't get from other places. And the last thing is to be different. And to be different, I think would include some different opportunities that maybe Play Hard hasn't actually done before. So I think Play Hard should consider marketing, inside of schools and getting their brand inside of the hands of the parents. So this could be, just teaming up with the PTA or local school events, or offering, discounts to students, just a way to, just kind of stand out from competition and making sure that they're, getting involved in the community. And another thing that I think would be a great way for Play Hard to expand on their community outreach would be through sponsorship opportunities. The store could actually team up with lots of different soccer clubs down there and sponsor a bunch of different teams. And this would be a way for them to, because they create custom make uniforms. So they could create the team uniform and put their logo on it. And this logo and uniform would be, all over the place. It would be a great way for them to, not only have the sponsorship opportunity, but to just to use it as an advertising platform. It's just a great way to showcase their actual product. Since the jerseys will be made by Play Hard, they'll be actually showcasing their product, and they're going to be in front of the audience that they want to present that to, because they're going to be playing other teams. Those teams' coaches might be looking to update their uniform, so that's a perfect way that they can, create a bigger clientele base. And I have here a little diagram of the benefits of sponsorship that can be for business. As you can see, sales, your visibility, the engagement, all of those are things that, corporate or companies want to see, when they do a sponsorship. And here's just an example of all the benefits you can get from doing a sponsorship. And lastly, we're going to take a look at what made Play Hard successful in the past. So they offer value to returning customers. They keep the personal touch alive, as I mentioned, and just getting involved with the community. So these are all things that Play Hard has done before. So I just want to make sure that they're expanding upon those things and doing more, to keep these things gaining traction for the business, especially right now with everything going on. Any way you can get good press right now, with the pandemic is going to be a huge benefit for any business. So the strategic options summary is, stay true to the roots of the business, update business platforms to stay current with the wants of the consumer, and Play Hard will need to address three main points of focus. So as you can see here, the benefits of the strategic solution, it's just kind of laying out how the store will implement these plans and what will end up happening if they correctly implement everything. They'll see, new customers, they'll have a new marketing strategy, and they'll be able to develop an online store and, open up a whole new market, and, in turn increasing revenue. And the risks are kind of just the exact opposite. So let's say they spend too much money, or they fail to do the marketing campaign, or fail to launch the online marketplace. And that's going to cause them to lose too much revenue. And then they could potentially go out of business, which we don't want to see that. My final recommendations for Play Hard shoes. So Play Hard must address three main points of focus. They need to create a new online shopping experience. They need to implement a new marketing strategy, and they need to keep the personal touch that I mentioned before. So number one, create a new online shopping experience. And this is just, again, a way to just keep up with the wants of the average consumer. As I mentioned, most people nowadays are looking into going that direction. They like shopping online. And it's just something that Play Hard is going to have to do if they want to stay relevant. And it's going to open up a whole new way to reach customers that they haven't reached before. And it's going to help battle the issue of COVID-19, because people don't want to go out. And there's always a chance that we go back into lockdown and there's another stay-at-home order or anything. So just having this online shopping experience is going to make a world of difference. And the second thing was to implement a new marketing strategy, which was going to be done by participating in sponsorships and reaching out to school programs and school soccer clubs, getting their logos on those uniforms and just sponsoring more teams and putting their product, custom jerseys they make, in front of more people, because that's going to be their target audience at the end of the day. That's who they want coming to the store. That's the partners that they want, and that's going to help keep business alive. And they're going to use Facebook to promote their stores. They're going to join some Facebook groups that line up with their interests, which could be groups like, sports activities, soccer, or school programs, athletic equipment. Any of those groups that are going to be down there that share similar interests to what the store offers, they need to join those groups, and they need to start sharing their business in those groups. And that's going to be a whole new way for them to reach people that they haven't reached before. And anytime I see an ad on Facebook that's like that from a new business that I haven't seen before, and I can tell it's a small business, I'm always interested to go check it out. So that's something that can definitely benefit Play Hard. And lastly, for my final recommendation, just keep the personal touch. They just need to maintain the ability to keep the returning customers happy, which they have done. And they just need to stick to the roots of what it means to be a small business. So that's, again, keeping that personal touch, offering certain things that the big stores can't, like that owner to direct consumer relationship. It's just going to be a great way for them to keep those people happy and keep people coming back, and making sure that they're not losing any customers, but they keep the ones that they have and making sure that they're happy. So that's going to be the end of my report. Here are some of my references. As you can see, the Facebook groups, I did research on that, and the COVID-19 impacts on the economy, and then the sponsorship graphic in there, and then how business can compete with large retailers. So that's the research that I've done, and you can go check it out. There's some more information on there. It's definitely a great way for you to see what I learned. And that's going to end my presentation. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much. Have a great day.